Hey, Dr. D here with Video Kid bringing you another exciting Top 10. Last time we took a look at the hardest MFCs done on Supernova 2 and beyond. If you haven't seen that one yet, click this link below. This time, we want to show you the hardest MFCs done on earlier mixes. This will only apply to mixes Supernova and DDR Extreme. Spoiler alert, we know of no worthy MFC done on Supernova. Throughout the years, there have been some impressive MFCs claimed to have been done on Extreme. Joy Boy's MFC on Sexy Planet Double Challenge comes to mind. However, for this list we will only include the ones that were done with some evidence. Lastly, since many of these songs were crossed over to newer mixes, we will list the old and new scale ratings when available. With that said, here they are.
Number 10.
Love Shine squeezes itself in for the number 10 spot done by I Am Chris for Life. Who doesn't remember this classic? Besides being a demonstration song played frequently when an Extreme machine isn't being played, it is also a fan favorite 7-footer to many players all around the world. It might be an easy first PFC for some people, but only one can claim having MFC'd it.
You couldn't make it! MFC number 13. Shoutouts to Dr. D.
Number 9.
Do you remember this song? That's good, because Do You Remember Me is number 9. Being only an 8, the max combo for this song is quite impressive. Though the song itself is very well synced and the steps aren't too demanding, this nonetheless makes for an impressive MFC.
Oh, you couldn't make it!
Number 8.
Senorita Speedy Mix es el número 8 de la lista. El nombre es perfecto porque es la canción más rápida en la lista. En general, los pasos no son tan difíciles, pero todavía hace un buen marvelous full combo.
Oh, you couldn't make it!
Number 7.
Alright, now that those easy songs are out of the way, and I use that term loosely considering we're talking about MFCs here, number 7 is Synchronized Love Red Monster Hypermix. No doubt you better be on sync if you hope to pull off an MFC on this song. With lots of steps and some tricky to time sections, this song rightfully earns its spot.
Oh, perfect combo! Oh, you couldn't make it!
Number 6.
Are you in the mood for dancing? You better be, since number 6 is none other than I'm in the Mood for Dancing. A fun, feel-good song that many players have fond memories of. Although the BPM is 150, I don't believe that the magic BPMs discussed in the previous top 10 have the same effect on DDR Extreme, making this MFC all the more impressive.
You couldn't make it!
Number 5.
Can't Stop Falling in Love, with seeing I Am Chris for Life holding the record spot? Good, because number 5 is Can't Stop Falling in Love Speed Mix, also held by Chris. This song is quite difficult, which is going to make the next 4 even more amazing. Back to this, whether you look at the high step count, the jacks, the crossovers, or the fact that this is all done at 170 BPM, this makes for a well-rounded, albeit difficult MFC.
Number 4.
Have you ever fantasized about getting an MFC? If you have, you probably would like to get this one, Fantasy Melissa. A difficult 9 with plenty of 16ths. I don't know about you, but I've given up trying to comprehend how Chris has managed to keep MAing at such a high difficulty. Now you know our stance, we won't mention this any further, while together we dive deep into the top 3 to truly find out the best of the best MFCs to be done on Extreme or possibly any mix ever.
MFC number 17.
Number 3.
Making the top 3 is Xenon. A fast-paced, albeit well-synced song, Xenon is one of the harder 9s in DDR Extreme, or 13 on the X scale. On newer mixes, the best anyone has managed to do was an SDP at merely 9 perfects. The offbeats alone make this ridiculous, especially when mixed in with the tough ending. But if offbeats are what gets you off, say no more as we look at number 2.
Number 2.
Officially considered one of DDR sorrows is L'amour et la liberté. The other 4 sorrows are I Feel, Reign of Sorrow, Vanity Angel, and Tears, all of which being difficult in their own right. Now, the sheer number of offbeats alone makes this unbelievably hard to PFC, let alone fathom an MFC. This must be why our friend Chris here is adding all those helper steps.
Yes. Oh, you couldn't make it! Oh, finally.
Number 1.
The moment you all been waiting for. Reign of Sorrow has rightfully earned top billing for this top 10. And which will come as no surprise by now, also done by I Am Chris for Life. With all revealed, I Am Chris for Life has personally organized this list in the order that he saw fit, and I am not one to argue with which ones may or may not be harder, since he lived through each one. Now, let us watch the hardest MFC in the making.
Yes! Fuck yeah! Finally, after 3.5 hours of playing that straight, 9 flags, 4 of them were in the ending gallops, and 1 was on the very last step. I am so done with this. Shoutouts to Trinidad.
That's going to do it for this top 10. This time I'd like to thank I Am Chris for Life, Silverhawk, DDR Daniel, XMatthewX, and Warp Drive. If you'd like to take part in a future top 10, just shoot me a message. Oh, and just so you know, in the future I plan on updating some of the lists like the hardest songs and the hardest songs PFC'd, since new hard songs are constantly added, and you know, certain players from South Korea come along and destroy the game. FFMZ, though I'm not mentioning any names. Thanks for watching.